Jen, welcome to Fitness Challenge. You do not need any weights today. However, if you do want to grab a mat for comfort, we are going to be on the ground for some donkey kicks a little bit later on. So if you want that, feel free to grab it. This is a good time. But we have pairings today. So we have an AB, AB, AB. We're going to do 3 times. Then go CD, 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 etc., etc. And we'll see what kind of time we got, because the first bit of each pairing is going to be a cardio segment of 45 seconds on. Then we're going to do a resistance section without weights, unless of course you want them, by all means, grab them. And do that for 10 repetitions each side. So they are right and left side challenges. So for example, we're doing donkey kicks, so we're going to do 10 on the right side and then we're going to do 10 on the left side and just go all the way through. We'll see what kind of time we got at the end of that. And then if we have time, there's always out. So don't worry, we won't run out of time, or we won't run out of exercises. We'll never run out of exercises. So make sure you have your water. Just your space, just you, that's all we need today. And this is low impact today, so we do have kind of cardio bits, but they're low impact cardio bits. If you always want to add more, you can always add more. That's not a problem. So because we're doing low impact, we're not going to do any high impact in our warm-up either. So let's just start with some big open circles. And you can already tell I got static cling going on. Other way. Have the humidifier going, but should always spray the static guard, I guess. One more each side. All right, let's bring those feet out. Let's bring those hands to the hips and let's just lean one way, center, lean the other way. So if it's more, if you need visual to do more here, then that's fine. If you don't need that visual, same motion. And let's use some big circles to the right. Get some hip cracking action. Other way. All right, let's turn sideways. If you want to hold on for balance, please do. And just bring a knee up, tap it back. We're not going fast, just bringing that knee up. Now, if you are going for a higher intensity and you want to do something faster, please do. Can we add in a front kick? Kick, tap back. Kick, tap back. One more. All right, let's do that same thing on the other side, just the knee first. And then if you want to add in the kick. One more. Beautiful. Let's bring those arms way back behind, big stretch. And then let's bend those knees. Arms go up behind. Drop those hands. You can wiggle a little side to side. And then roll it on up. All right, so I would like you to march in place or do jumping jacks. Your choice while I go through some of these exercises with you. So we're still doing our warm-up. Just going through the exercises. Okay, so the first pairing that we have are arm circles and warrior lunges. So arm circles is just your arms are out and you decide how big or how small you want to make these circles. It's going to be 45 seconds, so we're going to do one all the way through for 45 seconds. Next time through, we're going to do it backwards for 45 seconds, and then the last time we're going to switch halfway through. And then we have warrior lunges, so we're going to be in a warrior position with this back foot facing this way, this front foot facing this way, Arms are out. We're gonna lunge down and back up. And you can either keep your arms where they are, or you can add in some movement to those arms. Now, if you had little weights and you potentially wanted to, you could have those weights and do that. I would not recommend anything above 2 or 3 pounds, even less if you have it. Actually reminds me, I have these itty bitty little weights that I got in a little grab baggy thing. One of those like Fit Fab fun things. And I think they're like a ½ pound each, so I'm just gonna stick them on. But this is obviously totally optional. Having something like this, it just makes it just a little tiny bit more without making it unbearable, especially if there's something that you can very easily stick on your body that you don't have to worry about holding onto. Okay, so those are our first 2 pairings, and then we'll go on to our next pairings, obviously, after that. So you can stop marching or jumping or whatever you've got going on if you are grabbing something a little extra like this to put on. Please do so. I need to concentrate because I can't obviously attach and talk at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna get started. It's those arm circles, so adding this resistance too is also gonna make it a little harder. So if you need to take a break, please do so. I do ask when you're doing these arm circles, if you need to break or to reduce, bend here and kind of make it more of an elbow. Don't do this. Don't do that. So you just actively decide, are you doing the full arm circles? Are the elbows bent? Are we taking a break? Don't change up the gravity and lean forward. It's not working what you think it does. Okay, so arm circles first, 45 seconds. We're gonna go forward, and I'm already regretting putting these on, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're starting in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's just circle. Go to your little happy place and you decide, is it a big circle, is it a little circle? You can technically do this one sitting down because you're not bringing in the rest of your body. In fact, if you're doing this, we're not doing it right. We're doing something different. All right, we have 15 more seconds left here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, take a break. All right, now we're gonna go into those warrior lunges. We're gonna do 10 to the right, and we're gonna do 10 to the left. So pick whatever leg you wanna go first, doesn't really matter, because we're gonna do both. All right, so remember, 1 foot is facing the side wall, 1 foot is facing the front wall. All right, so I'm gonna do the arm motion, you don't have to. Arms out, let's bend it in, and come back up for 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, same thing, right into it, lean down and up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Stretch it out, shake it out. Get ready for round number 2. This time we're going backwards, and we're going to start in 13 seconds. All right, circles backwards. Let's go. I think the next time we do the lunges, I'm gonna keep my arms straight to show that variation as well. So if I'm tired, I'm doing these circles here. It's not the same, or I take it down, I shake it out, and I go back into it, backwards. We have 12 seconds left. Warrior lunges, round number 2. Side A, this time I'm just gonna keep those arms still, okay? And really concentrate on the legs. Let's lean forward. 1, 2. 2 more. And relax. Other side. Same thing. Let's go for 1. 2 more. All right, these arm weights, they don't mess around. Whew. Okay, we're 15 seconds and we're gonna do halfway forward and halfway back with those arm circles. 2, 1, circle forward. I'm just watching the clock. Make sure we switch halfway through. And switch it out other way. Whew. And if you're taking breaks and making adjustments like I am right now, I'm working to my edge. And that's okay. And release. Whew, shake out. All right, so the last set of warrior lunges I'm gonna do, and I did the first one with his arms going straight up. I did the second one with the arms straight out. Now I'm gonna do one with the arms go down. So you can pick whichever one you wanna do. All right, arms up. This time I'm going down, so do the lateral raises. One more. All right, other side. Ready? Let's begin. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Two more. Beautiful. Grab some water, make any adjustments that you need to make, and then we're going into the second pairing. The second pairing, we have squat holds or wall sit if you have a wall available to you. And then donkey kicks, same thing. 10 to the right side and 10 to the left side. So open the suckers off. Okay. Are we ready for a wall sit? We're going to, or a squat hold. We're going to start in 12 seconds. All right, let's squat. You can squat however you want. If you want it to be more of a sumo squat, that's fine. Toes in, that's fine. Arms can be wherever they want to be. Let them relax from those arm circles, because we're going to need them again in the next pairing. We have 15 more seconds left. for those donkey kicks. So we're here on the ground, we're in tabletop. If you wanted to add a weight here, you could put a weight kind of in your leg pit area. We're just gonna push that foot right up to the ceiling. All right, ready? Let's go from number 1 to making a footprint on the ceiling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. This pairing is very much glute focused. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Stand right back up. We're going right back into that sit or squat hold. We have 10 seconds until we start. All right, let's go. And squat out. There we go, that's more comfortable now. I can't remember if these are ½ a pound a piece or 1 pound a piece. I'll have to weigh them after. During those circles, they felt like 5 pounds a piece. 15 more seconds here. I really like the ones that you can take weights off and add them back in as compared to the sand ones that leak everywhere, let's be honest. 3, 2, 1. All right, back down. 2. Donkey kicks. Now being on your wrists is too much. You can also be on your forearms. That's totally fine. You can decide what is best for you. All right. Side A, let's go. Try to keep those hips square. Two more. Other side. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. Back up one more time through. I think this one I'm going to do a sumo squat style. We're starting in 10 seconds. And that just means my toes are out and I'm sitting back and down, just a little bit of a different angle. 2, 1. Let's begin. So this is the 3rd round of group number 2. We have one more group left. And those are speed bags. So put those weights back on for that. And lateral lunges. So if you want to grab a weight for the lateral lunges, you can. I'm just gonna worry about these, call it a day. But that is our last pair or group of 3. We still have 17 more seconds here. And then our donkey kicks. We have 7. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Get yourself down to the floor. And let's dig in for 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. Okay, so for our speed bags, you can either go one of 2 routes. You can do the lower intensity, where you do literally nothing with the lower body. It's just there. Or you can do a little march, or you can do a boxer shuffle. You decide, okay? I think I'm gonna go right down the middle and do just kind of like a moving my feet with the box with the speed bag, and that is just literally you're doing this motion, but up by your head like you're hitting a speed bag. So we're gonna do the first time through, we're gonna go one direction. Second time through, we're gonna go the other direction, and then last time will half and half it, okay? Okay, so we're gonna start in 13 seconds. All right, last group of 3. 3, 2, 1. Oops, take it back. 3, 2, 1, and go. So I'm just moving those feet. The feet are not the primary. They're just moving that lower body. It's those punches towards the top. And hopefully if you have wrist weights, they're nice and tight because you don't want them to come out and fly and bop you in the nose. So this is what I'm doing. It's right above my forehead. Try not to hit yourself in the hands either. Remember, you don't have to add the feet, or you can add them a lot faster. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, lateral lunges. So kind of like we did with the first with the warrior lunges, except this time both sets of feet face forward the whole time. And so we're really gonna go for that depth. Now, if you can do I think it's called a Cossack squat, where you're coming down and you're like that whole foot, the top of the foot comes up and you're getting really low, that's fine, you can do that. I'm not gonna do that today. So I wanna make sure that we're working towards a level that everyone can do. But remember, you can always add those extra things in. If we're doing a squat, you wanna do a one-legged squat, knock your sock off. Knock your one sock off. That's all you're allowed to do, just one sock. Okay, so let's go. 2, up nice and tall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're going slower, that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we have speed bag number 2 in 13 seconds. This time we're going backwards. So same thing, just hands going the other direction. 2, 1, let's go. Right here too. This seems a little bit more natural, but going right for the middle today. So I'm gonna stick right in the middle. The first time through always seems easy. Oh, I got this. I can do this all day. And then the second time comes around and you're about halfway through and you're like, oof, this is getting a little tough. And then that third round comes through, kicks you on your butt. We have 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. Lateral lunges, round 2. Let's begin. You're getting a really good stretch. And we're pushing up with this leg. If you had a weight, you'd hold it right about here, or here, or here. If you're really intense, out here. I think that's 10 other side. Two more. All right, we have one more round. We're starting in 13 seconds. Halfway. First half forward, second half back. All right, get ready. We're getting set, and let's go. All right, get ready to switch directions and switch. And 13 seconds left. Five, four, three, two, one, and beep. Okay, so between the circles and the warrior lunges and the shoulder speed bags are really getting the shoulders. All right, last time through, and then we go to our pull down. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Awesome work. Bring those feet in, grab some water real quick, and we are going to stretch it out. So just kind of walk around, get your bearings. All right, let's open up, adjust a little bit. And up high. And down low. Other side, open up. And if you have more time, I highly suggest doing this for a lot longer. But to keep being honest with saying this is a half-hour workout, we gotta pick and choose what we can do a nice quad stretch. So what I personally do is I do a quick cool down now. I have time to foam roll. And then after I eat my lunch, do my thing, I do a little bit of a longer stretch session, another 5-6 minutes. And then sometimes I do it again before bed. That's just me, that will work. That's what works well for me. And put your foot up, either up on something or down to the ground, or roll it down. Hamstring stretch. Sometimes it's really hard to get this all in 30 minutes. But I know you all like the 30-minute workout, so come on. And let's just do some little hip openers in and out, kind of jumping over a log. Other side. Move around those wrists. Let's do a tricep stretch. And switch it out. Let's cross one leg over, side body stretch, pull that arm over, one big stretch all the way down. And other side. Back to the center, give yourself a big hug. Lift those elbows up nice and high. And then switch it out. Awesome job, everybody. We're done. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you have any suggestions on things you'd like to see in the future, fitness challenge, half hour, little mini classes, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next Friday.